Good evening, friends. You are most welcome to Think IS channel. Today we are discussing the question and answers of anthropology. Our question is explain in detail fossil primates of tertiary period. Give suitable example. Introduction. The fossil remains of tertiary period were studied by various anthropologists and paleontologists as it threw light on the understanding of the origin and evolution of primates. On the basis of these fossils, gross structures of body of human being can be reconstructed, but at the same time, its behavioral patterns can also be suggested. The fossil primates of the tertiary period are mostly represented only by teeth and fragments of jaw and some cases parts of skull. Classification. Fossil primates of tertiary period are classified as follows. First is Paleocene primates. The fossil evidence of existence of the earliest primates came from the deposits of the middle of the Paleocene epoch. Geographical distribution. The mountainous region of North America and France in Europe. Most of the remains consist of teeth and fragments of jaw. They are grouped into three families, namely Carpolestidae, Carpolestidae, Carpolestidae. Second is Phena colemuridae, Phenacolemuridae, Phena colemuridae. And third is Plesia dapidae, Plesiadapidae, Plesia dapidae. Most of these come from North America and few from Europe. These were found in Europe and America in they ranged from that of a squirrel to that of a domestic cat. On the basis of the dental characters, these Paleocene fossils animals have been included under the other primate. Second is Eocene primate. During Eocene epoch, lemur, and tarsier like primates were abundant. Geographical distribution North America and parts of the Europe and Asia. Unlike the fossil primates of Paleocene epoch, these animals of Eocene time were true primates. They showed contained they showed certain silent primate characteristics in their anatomical traits such as larger brain, bigger eyes than the primates of Paleocene time, enlargement of brain in large orbits, reduced snout, reduced snout, etc. The foramen the foramen magnum was situated towards the front of the base of the skull. The five families of the prosimians of Eocene epoch are Adapidae, Adapidae, Anaptomorphidae, Anaptomorphidae, Microsyopidae, Microsyopidae, Omomidae, Omomidae, and Tarsidae, Tarsidae, Tarsidae. Third is Oligocene primates. Very few fossil remains have been discovered from Oligocene epoch. Geographical distortion or distribution. Geographical distribution. Most of the remains are from Africa. All the African remains have been discovered in Egypt. None has been collected from Europe. Specimens from America are also rare. The Egyptian varieties includes Parapithecus, Parapithecus, Parapithecus. Proplypithecus, Proplyopithecus, Proplyopithecus. Mocropithecus, Mocropithecus, Mocropithecus. Oligopithecus, Oligopithecus, Oligopithecus. Aeolopithecus, Aeolopithecus, Aeolopithecus. Egyptopithecus, Aegyptopithecus, Egyptopithecus, etc. Parapithecus features. First, it is represented by a lower jaw and some teeth found. Second, location Fayum, 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 southwest of Cairo in Egypt. Third, the owner of the jaw was a very small animal attaining the size of a little squirrel monkey of today. The shape of the jaw is more or less like that of a tarsier. The teeth dental formula was 2, 1, 2, 3. The reduction in the number of the premolars suggests shortening of muzzle and jaw. MUZZLE, muzzle, and JAW, jaw. Fourth is Parapithecus is considered as an intermediate form between prosimians, 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 and anthropoids, Anthropoids, anthropoids. Proplyopithecus, Proplyopithecus, Proplyopithecus first. It is represented by incomplete lower jaw and its teeth but without ascending rami, Rami, ascending rami. Second is location, Fayum, southwest of Cairo in Egypt. Third, this is Proplyopithecus, which is considered to be primitive anthropoid ape and to be a very closely related to the gibbon. The jaw was somewhat deeper, shorter, and more pointed than the jaw of modern gibbon. The canine were not so big. The jaw was about the size of that of a small gibbon. Fourth is Pliocene primate. The fossil primate of the Miocene and Pliocene epochs are considered together because there seems to be continuity of certain lineage of Anthropoidea during these two epochs. From this period, fossil remains of several hominoid forms beside that of Cebidae, Cebidae, Cercopithecidae, 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 and Lorisidae, Lorisidae, have been found from different parts of Asia, Europe, and Africa. Pliopithecus. This is a fossil ape represented by an incomplete mandible discovered in Europe. Pliopithecus is a gibbon-like animal in respect of teeth, narrow snout portion, wide-set eyes, etc. Pliopithecus resembles gibbon, but with regard to certain other characters like upper limb, spinal column, and general body proportions, it is like a monkey. From East Africa Miocene deposit, Limnopithecus, 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 Pliopithecus, Epipliopithecus, and Prohylobates, Prohylobates, Prohylobates. Dryopithecine. Dryopithecine, Drypithecine. First, time period Miocene and Pliocene epochs. Second, geographical distribution Europe, East Africa, Middle East, China, and some sites of India. Third, as in most of the cases, lower jaw and teeth of the extinct type have been discovered. Fourth, their phylogenetic relationships are determined on the basis of dental anatomy mostly. Gregory and Hellman studied their dental characters and they believed that Dryopithecines were the common ancestors of the living anthropoid apes and man, but some Dryopithecines show such dental characters which would require a slight modification to produce human characteristics of dentition. Gregory, Hellman, and others are of opinion that Dryopithecine primates were on a distinctly infrahuman grade of evolution. Fifth, Dryopithecine primate may be grouped under two major headings. One is the Dryopithecinae, a subfamily of Pongidae, which again includes two groups, Dryopithecus and Gigantopithecus. The other major group is formed by Ramapithecus, which has been assigned to the family Hominidae. Ramapithecus also includes several types of Brahmapithecus, types like Brahmapithecus, Caniapithecus, etc. Dryopithecus. First, Dryopithecus fossil primate was first known from some teeth and jawbone from Miocene and Pliocene deposits of Europe and the Sivalik Hills of India. Now the remains have been discovered from different parts of Europe, Africa, and Asia. Asia means India and China. Second, there is definite pattern known as Dryopithecus pattern in the arrangement of the cusps of the lower molar teeth. Out of 5 cusps, 3 are arranged along the cheek side and 2 along the tongue side. The 5 cusps cusps are so separated that it forms a Y, that is Y-shaped structure. The anthropologists are opinion that Dryopithecus are most likely ancestors of the modern Ponginae, that is gorilla and chimpanzee. Proconsul, Proconsul. First is time period and geographical distribution. Early Miocene of Kenya, East Africa and Uganda. Second is most of the remains of Proconsul were discovered by Leakey. The remains exhibit considerable variation in size and features. Accordingly, 3 species have been identified. They are Proconsul africanus, Proconsul major, and Proconsul nyanzai, Nyanzai. Nyanzai. Third is Proconsul may be regarded as African variety of Dryopithecus because of the close resemblance between the two. Simons and Pilbeam prefer to call them by the names of Dryopithecus africanus, Dryopithecus major, Dryopithecus nyanzai respectively. Dryopithecus africanus is thought to be ancestor to the chimpanzee and Dryopithecus major may be the ancestor of the gorilla. They are regarded as ancestral to both the Pongei and Hominoidae. Other examples, Shivapithecus, Caniapithecus, that is Ramapithecus of East Africa, Gigantopithecus, Hong Kong, South China, and Oreopithecus, Tuscany, North Italy. Thank you very much.